Well, thank you all very much for coming out. Start with Susan Newton working here all day, and Zach and Steve. I never thank these guys, but give them a round of applause for all this. Oh, good. I'll announce at the end. Good. We got some good ideas coming up for you. Good. Thanks for coming out. Most of you are very friendly faces to me. I know most of you, but some of you are new to me, and I want to introduce myself, give you a little bit of my background so you know who Dave Brat is. And then I'll go into some of the philosophical contrasts that Pat was talking about. I'll make a very clear case that a decision has to be made, and I'll show you two very different paths. I'll try to make that very clear, contrasting the Chamber of Commerce vision versus the Republican creed. I'm running 100% Republican creed, and I'll go through those principles one by one with you all tonight. So Dave Brat, I'm originally from Michigan. If you're from Michigan, hi Jamie, I didn't say hi to you. I'm from Michigan. If you're from Michigan, you go like that a lot, you put that out. I grew up in a little farm in the middle of Michigan, 10,000 people, Alma, Michigan. My dad was the town doctor, and I was the answering machine back then. So grew up on a farm, played with my brothers in the barn. A great place to grow up. Moved into the city at the city of Alma, 10,000 people at 8th grade. We moved to Minneapolis for high school, moved back to Michigan, went to Hope College, kind of like Randolph-Macon, small liberal arts school, studied business there. From there, went to work at Arthur Andersen before their ethical difficulties in information consulting. While I was there, I loved it there. It was awesome, but it just wasn't for me. I felt the call. Went to Princeton Seminary for 3 years. You should have seen the faces on the partners at Arthur Andersen on that move. Loved every minute. That's the best education and experience of my life. 3 years there, I got the political itch there, kind of political philosophy itch, to start putting big pieces together while I was at seminary. Went on a political term down to Washington, D.C., Wesley Seminary, and that butts up against American University. And so signed up. I eventually did my PhD in economics at American. Worked for the Army a couple of years doing economics, and met my lovely wife Laura back there, who deserves a round of applause. And after grad school, we moved down to the center of the universe, Ashland, Virginia. I've been teaching economics there for 18 years. We have two great kids. Jonathan is a sophomore already. He's my size, and Sophia's in 6th grade. And we love where we are and would never think about leaving. And so taught economics. I was chair of the economics department for the last 6 years. Was on the governor's economic teams for the last 6 years. Recently appointed to the Board of Accountancy. I'm on the RMA board and that kind of thing. So I've been around. I worked in the General Assembly for years on education policy. Worked on bills having to do with kids with disabilities and trying to get them more choice in education. So that's kind of Dave Brat and who I am and all that kind of thing, my background. But more importantly for all of you here tonight, why am I running, right? That's the question. I'm running in a nutshell because Washington, D.C. is just broken. And we can go through it's broken. The financial system is broken in our country. Yep. We had a financial crisis several years ago. We're still living that out, and there's no sign that we're going to move from subpar growth. The economic system is broken, the healthcare system is broken, and probably most importantly, the rule of law is broken. This nation was founded on probably 3 great strands that all are interconnected. The Judeo-Christian tradition and the moral backdrop of that, the rule of law, and free market economics. Right. And so I'm an economics professor, and that's the bulk of what I'm running on. But free market economics comes after the rule of law has been carefully crafted and the Constitution has been written by James Madison, who also, by the way, welcome, who went to Princeton Seminary as well. So that's one of my bragging points. I went to the same place. And so why am I running? I'm running because DC is broken and we need some new leadership up there.